I just started screaming, it's not her. It's not my daughter. It's not my daughter. He took my best friend. She was my everything. My last memory of Bianca is her looking beautiful, and she hugged me goodbye and said, I love you. And I told her, I love you, be safe. And that's how I want to remember her.
On July 14, 2019, 17-year-old Bianca Devins was brutally murdered on her way home from a concert. Sounds like a regular murder case, right? Except this was bragged about and posted on the internet. And there's also a possibility that she predicted her own death. This is the Bianca Devins case.
She was so excited to go to the concert. It was her first adult concert.
Bianca Devins was a 17-year-old high school student living in Utica, New York. To our knowledge, she was mostly active on Instagram and Discord. She's what most people call an e-girl. There's really no set definition of what an e-girl is, but they're commonly seen as women who are very active on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And in many cases, Discord. They usually have a decent amount of followers and have a generous amount of male fans, but onto the story. Well, the death date is not certain. On one of the days between July 12th and July 14th, Bianca Devins will go to her first concert along with Brendan Clark, a 21-year-old that Bianca will befriend. While it's unknown how they met, let me just say that it's a little weird that a 21-year-old will be romantically invested into a 17-year-old. Anyways, while at the concert, Bianca would end up kissing a guy allegedly named Alex, but Brendan did not like that. After the concert, they will talk in a car and Brendan will then proceed to confront her about it. Her response will be that they were not in a relationship and that they were just friends. Devins will then decide to take a nap in the backseat of the car, but Brendan will make a decision that will change his life and end Bianca's.
Thomas, when Utica police arrived on scene Sunday morning shortly after 7, they say that the female victim was already deceased. This afternoon, police tell me that they believe that the suspect left this graffiti message on the ground saying, "May you never forget me," close to where he murdered his girlfriend in his SUV at the dead end of Post Street in East Utica.
He will set a camera on the dashboard. It's also worth noting that this footage has thankfully never been released. He will then wake her up. It's unclear of how he exactly killed her, but one thing is certain, he did slice her throat. And the reason we know that is because Brendan Clark will then post the photos of her corpse on both his Discord and his Facebook. And obviously, we're not going to share the photos here. And while we strongly recommend that you don't look it up, for those brave enough, it can be found by a simple Google search. Facebook responded to this picture by terminating his social media accounts, while his handle, Yes Juliet, will also be blacklisted, and his Discord server would also be terminated. Now, remember when I said she might have predicted her death? Well, about late June, this photo can be found on her Instagram page that still stands today. Her save story, which was named Ruining My Hair, she would say, "I'm going to die," in big letters. Now obviously, this is about her hair and isn't about her actual death. It's still chilling to see that she posted only weeks before her tragic death. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. After Brendan Clark will brutally murder Bianca Devins, he will then attempt to kill himself by slashing his own throat right before the police would arrive on the scene, but he ended up surviving. A friend of Bianca, whose name is unknown to our knowledge, started a Twitter account dedicated to the late friends. Her bio states, "Rip Bianca." This account is to display the facts of Bianca's murder. I will no longer use this account. I pray for her family. With us showing you this Twitter account, we pledge that you either show your respects or leave the account alone. She will then go to make a thread dedicated to the correction of the supposed rumors and false stories. She will post saying this, "I am saddened by the amount of misinformation spread about Bianca As someone who was a friend of hers and in the server when it happened, I can tell you these things which are fact. Number 1. Bianca's head was not cut off. Number 2. Nothing was posted on InstaLive but to Discord. Number 3. The killer wasn't a stalker or her ex-boyfriend, nor was it some incel she knew online. She was friends with him in real life and he even met her mother. Number 4. The guy posted about local murder suicides in Bianca's area, leading me to believe this was premeditated. Number 5. Bianca did not deserve this for the shitty thing she did 2 years ago, and implying that this is absolutely disgusting and you should be 100% ashamed of yourself for thinking that. Please, for the love of God, for the love of the people who are her friends and family who have to grieve and live with such a horrible incident, the pictures and all of the negative attention this is gaining, do your best to respect not only Bianca's after death, but the people who are directly affected by an angel being ripped away from the world. The spread of rumors and misinformation to fit certain people agendas or to try and receive clout is absolutely horrific. Bia, I will miss you so fucking much. I know you're in a far better place away from this cruel world. I love you, baby doll. R.I.P. So that was the story of the brutal murder that went viral. It is sad to see a young girl get her life taken so early at a young age. And it is important that we realize that everyday friends that we may see as close just might do the same to us. What do you guys think of the story? Make sure to pay your respect in the comments and maybe drop a like so this video can do better. We are Radio in the Woods and we are paranormal and internet mystery page dedicated for your curiosity and entertainment. With that being said, good night and sleep well.